Now, though, it's time to introduce you to an amazing musician, OK? She's gone from America's Got Talent to sell-out tours and billions of views online. For those of you who don't know her, here is a smorgasbord.
Dress up.
Oh, you look
Just
wonderful.
a tad,
Just a little bit.
tad.
Yeah, but you know, dancing, violin, usually two disciplines that are hard enough to master individually, never mind mashing them together and mastering them.
Oh,
Where did it come about?
Well, you know, actually, when I was a little, tiny girl, I begged for violin lessons and I begged for dance lessons simultaneously. And my parents, they didn't have, hardly any money at all, so they said you could pick one. So I picked the violin, played since I was 6, and when I was around, my 20s, my early 20s, I decided, let's go back, let's try that dancing thing. And so I taught myself to dance and decided to fuse the two together.
Incredible.
Amazing. Well, I mean, you've worked with John Legend, Celine Dion, Miss Piggy. We won't forget her.
My favorite, right?
But it all started with America's Got Talent. Here's the moments. The famously polite and unopinionated Piers Morgan had some criticisms for you.
And there were times in there when it was OK, and there were times when it sounded to me like a bunch of rats being strangled. Seriously, that bad. Well,
Thank you.
You're not untalented, but you're not good enough, I don't think, to get away with flying through the air and trying to play the violin at the same time. That's what I learned tonight.
All right, thank you.
OK.
I mean, what does he know?
He didn't sit on the fence, did he?
No.
You held yourself very well.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was holding back so many tears in that moment. I was so embarrassed, Everyone I knew was watching. I found out that 11 million people had tuned in that night. So talk about having
you got
a dream
to give him a
crushed.
little verbal
Yeah, you weren't done.
recently.
You weren't done in the battle, right, Lindsey?
No.
So you got a little Twitter exchange between yourself and Piers.
You saw that, did you?
Oh, we saw that. Okay. Everybody else is going to see it as well.
Right.
So this was you putting out a tweet to Piers, just talking about your world tour, your Hammersmith Apollo show in London. Hit me back if you want to come.
By the way, but I can get you a seat.
He can get you a ticket. And so Piers, being so wonderfully graceful,
Gracious.
replied, and something like this.
Yeah.
You can't come, but you are a shining example of someone who listened to my advice and became a huge star.
Cheeky, that one.
Yes, just taking a tiny bit of credit.
Right.
Huge star. He knows that you are, so well done to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. If anything, in a way, I owe a lot to Piers Morgan because, yes, it was absolutely humiliating. But once I kind of, overcame the situation, it gave me so much motivation. I was like, that man is evil, and I want to prove him wrong. I'm going to show him that I can do this, and
you have.
I've worked really hard to do so, so thank you. Thank you, Piers.
Well done, Piers.
Lindsey combines classical music with more modern electronic elements, something which has got our Dom